First of all, we would like to welcome, on behalf of Sri Parthasarathy Swami Sabha, which is celebrating its 125th year. It's our pleasure to welcome the great Vidwan R.K. Padmanabha and Veena Maestro Vidushi Suma Sudhindra. It's also a pleasure to have all of you here. I will first invite all of you to join for the lighting of the traditional Kuttuvilakku. On this very special occasion, I would request Sri Krishnamurti, M. Krishnamurti sir, to welcome all of you on behalf of Sri Parthasarathy Swami Sabha.
Elrike Namaskara. We, Parthasarathy Swami Sabha, are delighted to be here in Bangalore celebrating the Karnataka Sangeeta Anubhava Festival. Our heartiest thanks to Vidwan Shashikiran for curating this wonderful festival featuring an impressive lineup of esteemed senior Vidwans alongside the talented young artists. I welcome him on behalf of both institutions. We extend our gratitude to Aananya GML Cultural Academy for partnering with us in commemorating our 125th year celebrations. In fact, Sri Raghavendra and Srimati Raghavendra, I heard so much about them doing so much of service to Carnatic music. In fact, most of the famous Vidwans now had their first or 2-3 concerts in this platform. Most of the familiar Vidwans, they have performed in this stage. And secondly, when I said in Chennai that we are going to have a festival in this place, and everyone was telling that they have come to this place and they have, for concerts they have attended. So such an wonderful and very famous stage is this. So I thank them so much for us being associated with our 125th year celebrations. It's a great honor to have with us Sri Dr. R.K. Padmanabha, RKP Sir, a legendary Mahavidwan in our Carnatic musician in the field, and his concert a truly fitting tribute to our 125th year milestone celebrations. Rudrapatna confluence of Veda Brahmam and Nada Brahmam. Sir used to tell, I have heard his cassettes, about 50% of the musicians in Karnataka, they connected to Rudrapatna, the village. In fact, in Tanjavur, it's like Tanjavur in Tamil Nadu, Rudrapatna all in Kaveri Basin it has happened. He has served to the cause of our music very, his standards and his music and everything is so high. And apart from being a musician, lyricist, and a composer, Sri Padmanabhan sir is also an author, teacher, and director with 75 written work to his credit. He has trained several students, nearly about 1,000 students all over the globe, and he has done such a service as a guru to the field of Carnatic music. In fact, he is doing so much in Rudrapatna village, temple, bhajans, pujas, everything. That's why I used to think he is a tapasvi for our Carnatic music field. And I will say one or two things in Tamil. Carnatic music, in the Karnataka, the musicians, Talathuki Nimundu Nadakanona, they have vidwans like Sri Padmanabha sir. Because we had Samangudi Mama, they were Balamurali Krishna, and the whole Carnatic music field was such a credit. And now we have sir with us to be the first person or the king of our Carnatic music. We are very honored for him. I request him to be with us in our December Music Festival this year, 125th year. I invite him to grace our Sabha and I request him to kindly accept. And we have with us Dr. Suma Sudhindra, an excellent, renowned Veena artist, done so much aim and service, but more than some decades to the field of Veena. When our guru was Chitti Babu, I will say one or two things in Tamil, so it will be, I think you can understand. Veena Chitti Babu was very close to Sri Parthasarathy Sabha. This I remembered when I saw Madam. And we have arranged a concert of Veena Pichmani Iyer. After the concert, Veena Pichmani Iyer introduced a person and told our secretaries, in the Paya Nalla Veena Vasipa, why can't you give a chance? This was Veena Pichmani Iyer told me. Then we have given him a chance, and he told me, after so many years of thing, he has become Veena Chitti Babu. Like we have given the earlier concerts of her guru in Sri Parthasarathy Sabha that I would like to mention here. And she is so nice and very, very popular in Veena field in Carnatic music. Next, I would like to say something about our Parthasarathy Sabha because this is our 125th year. Our Sabha is one of the oldest cultural institutions in Southeast Asia. In the end of 19th century, there were some Sabhas. Actually, music was happening in temples and Raja Darbars, and King's Darbars. Parthasarathy Sabha was the first institution to bring Carnatic music to the public domain, like having in houses and in chowdhuries, and like that. Parthasarathy Sabha was the first institution. It was started 50 years after the demise of Tyagarajar and all. And it was started 50 years before our independence of India. And we had nearly, GNB's father was one of the secretaries of our Parthasarathy Sabha, Narayan Swami. In fact, GNB got this Carnatic music affiliation was due to only Parthasarathy Sabha because he used to arrange for programs as a volunteer in the Parthasarathy Sabha, and his father was the secretary, so musicians used to come to his house, so he got connected to the music and he became very famous. And Arikudi Ramanjangar was also like that, he was with the Sabha, and whatever the famous and thing, that was only due to Sri Parthasarathy Sabha, it was established. It's such an institution that it was started in 1896. It was named after Sangeeta Vidvat Sabha first. In 1900, since it was started in Triplicane, local deity Parthasarathy Perumal name was given to the Sabha as Sri Parthasarathy Sabha. It's such an old institution. I will tell you only one reference. Flute Sarva Sastrigal he passed away in the year 1906. He has performed in Parthasarathy Sabha. He is the first Carnatic flute Vidwan who performed full-length Carnatic music in flute. He was accompanied by Tirukodi Krishna here. He also, in 1905, he passed away. Adagar Nambi on Mridangam. So, Sarva Sastrigal mother Dharmambal was staying next to door of Tyagaraja. So such old credit of this is the Parsai Samsabha. And we have a lot of connections with Karnataka state. We had first Bidaram Krishnappa have performed in Parsai Samsabha. Mysore Vasudevachar has performed. Violin maestro T. Chaudaya used to accompany Arikudi Raman Chengar, and most of the concerts used to accompany. And Vienna Seshanna used to perform. In one of the incidents, Vienna Seshanna, when he was performing, at the end of the concert, he played on Sarbam, one song on Kirtana on Sarbam. Actually, one snake, Sarbam came on the stage. It stayed for some time, it went up to the Veena and it was there for some time. And everybody got panic and he also went back. Then after some time it left the hall and went. Then Veena Sesana, everybody told Veena Sesana, you have the Sarbam emblem on your Veena. Then what he did was in a silver plate, he had Sarbam thing, he put on the thing. That was happened in Parsai Samsabha. He had written that in his book, Veena Sesana's book. Like in Hindustani also, Karnataka produced so many people, and we had Gangubai Angal performing in Parsai Samsabha. R.K. Srikantan sir, he was conferred Nadayogi, and Badmanabha sir also performed during 2011 on Purandaradasa sir day. We asked him to just perform on this day. So that was Parsai Samsabha. We are very happy that we are doing in Karnataka our 125th year. We thank Sri Sachikiran sir for making this possible with all his efforts. And because of Parsai Samsabha and this association, I welcome you all. And let us celebrate the whole year Parsai Samsabha 125th year. Thank you, ma'am.
We'd now like to honor the dignitaries on the dais. I'd request Sri Krishnamurti sir to honor Sri R.K. Padmanabha. I'd request Sri Raghavendra ji to present this memento on behalf of the Sabha. I would now like to honor Dr. Suma Sudhindra. I request Krishnamurti sir to do the honors. I would like to present a memento. Request Sri Raghavendra ji to present the memento. Would now like to request Krishnamurti sir to felicitate and honor Sri Raghavendra ji of Aananya. He and his wife have been very, very supportive, doing a lot of things here, and whenever I ask, he has always supported. Even during the pandemic time, we had a big festival here, and he had helped us put this together. Sincere thanks to him. Our sincere thanks also to Vidwan H.S. Sudhindra ji for coordinating. I request Krishnamurti sir to present the memento to Raghavendra ji. I would also like to thank H.S. Sudhindra ji, because I was in US and in odd hours could not coordinate all the artists, but he was gracious enough to help us and put this together. And similarly, the son of the great Vidwan R.K. Srikantan, Sri R.S. Kumar, has always helped us, and sincere thanks to him as well. I would now request Vidwan R.K. Padmanabha ji to formally inaugurate this festival and bless us.
ತಪೋ ವಿದ್ಯಾ ವಿರಕ್ತ್ಯಾದಿ ಸದ್ಗುಣೌಘಾಕರಾನಹಂ ಆದಿರಾಜಗುರುನ್ ವಂದೇ ಹಯಗ್ರೀವದಯಾಶ್ರಯಾನ್. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ತುಂಬ ಸಂತೋಷವಾದ ವಿಚಾರ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಕಲಾವಿದರಿಗೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಪಾರ್ಥಸಾರಥಿ ಗಾನಸಭಾ ಇರೋದು ಚೆನ್ನೈನೊಳಗೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಫೆಸ್ಟಿವಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅವರ ವಿಶಾಲ ಹೃದಯವನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ದೇನಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಈ 3 ದಿವಸಗಳ ಈ ಸಮಾರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಉತ್ಸವದಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮಾರು ಒಂದು 20-25 ಜನ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಕಲಾವಿದರು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ದಿ ಫಿಲಾಸಫಿ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್. ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ನೋ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಬ್ಯಾರಿಯರ್, ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ನೋ ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ, ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ನೋ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾರಿಯರ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಿಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ದಿ ಫಿಲಾಸಫಿ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್, ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಗಿದೆ. ಈ 3 ದಿವಸಗಳ ಕಾಲ ಕಲಾವಿದರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಸಂಭ್ರಮ. ಏಕೆಂದರೆ ಅನನ್ಯ ಸಭಾಂಗಣ ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ತವ್ರ ಮನೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದರೆ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಮನೋಭಾವ, ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಭಾವ. ಜನ ಬರಬೇಕು, 1000 ಜನ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮು. ನಿಜವಾದ ಸಂಗೀತವನ್ನು ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಜಾಗ ತುಂಬ ಪ್ರಾಶಸ್ತ್ಯವಾದ ಜಾಗ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾನು ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರನಿಗೆ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಅಭಿನಂದನೆ ತಿಳಿಸೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 27 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು 27 ವರ್ಷ ನನ್ನ ಗೋಷ್ಠಿನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. 27 ವರ್ಷ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ಲಿ. ಅದು ಅವ್ರದ್ದಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋ ಥರ ಇತ್ತು. ಇದು 1.5 ಗಂಟೆ ಕಾಲ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ ಟು ಮೀ, ಸ್ವತ್ತು ನಂದು. ಆ ಥರ ಅವರು ಸಂಗೀತಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಪ್ರಚಾರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಶಶಿಕಿರಣ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಅಂಬಾಸಿಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ದಿ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಗ್ಲೋಬಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ US ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಗೀತ ಅಂದರೆ ಹಿಂದೂಸ್ತಾನಿ ಅಂತಲೇ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸಂಗೀತ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಲೇ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಗೋ ಟು ಕ್ಲೀವ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ನೌ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸಿ ದಿ ಯಂಗ್ಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್, ಥೌಸಂಡ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್, ದೇ ಪ್ಲೇ, ದೇ ಸಿಂಗ್. ಏನು ಅದ್ಭುತ! ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾನಂದ. ಹೀ ಈಸ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್. To propagate this great art, it's not so easy. ಆ ಒಂದು ಸುಮಾರು 5-6 ದಿವಸ ನಡೆಯುವಂಥ ಕ್ಲೀವ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ನೀವು ಉತ್ಸವದಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಯಂಗ್ಸ್ಟರ್ಸು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಸಂಗೀತಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸ್ಯಾಟರ್ಡೆ ಸಂಡೇಸು ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಗ ಪ್ರಯಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗಿದೆಯೋ ಹಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಲೀವ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸಿನ್ಸಿಯಾರಿಟಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪರ್ಸಿವರೆನ್ಸ್ of Shashi, who has been doing so much for the cause of Carnatic music. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಥಸಾರಥಿ ಗಾನಸಭಾ, ಅನನ್ಯ ಮತ್ತು ಶಶಿ, ಇದೇ ತ್ರಿವೇಣಿ ಸಂಗಮ. ವೇಣಿ ಮಾಧವನ ತೋರಿಸೆ, ತ್ರಿವೇಣಿ ಮಾಧವನ ತೋರಿಸೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ 3 ಜನ ಸೇರಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಉತ್ಸವವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು ನಮಗೆಲ್ರಿಗೂ ತುಂಬ ಸಂತೋಷವಾದ ವಿಚಾರ. ಹೀಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ಗಳಾಗಬೇಕು. ತಮಿಳ್ನಾಡು ಕಲಾವಿದರೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇಕಾಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಿಂದ ತಮಿಳ್ನಾಡಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋರು ಕಡಿಮೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಲಿ ತಮಿಳ್ನಾಡು ಒಳಗೂ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನಾವು ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಚೆನ್ನೈ, ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೇನಿಲ್ಲ. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಬ್ರದರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್. ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ಲಿ ನೋ ಡೌಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಇಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ಗಳಾಗಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಒಬ್ರಿಗೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಒನ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದಿ ಶೆಲ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಗ್ದೇವಿಯ ಆ ನೆರಳಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಮೆಸೇಜನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವಂಥ ಈ ಪಾರ್ಥಸಾರಥಿ ಗಾನಸಭಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂಥ ಈ 3 ದಿವಸಗಳ ಉತ್ಸವ ಅರ್ಥಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಲಿ. ಕಲಾವಿದರೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಸಂತೋಷಪಟ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನೋಬಡಿ ಈಸ್ ಬಾದರ್ಡ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಮನಿ. ಇಟ್ ಡಸಂಟ್ ಮೀನ್ ದಟ್ ದೇ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ರೆಮ್ಯುನರೇಷನ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದಿ ಐಡಿಯಾ. ಬಟ್ ನೋಬಡಿ ಈಸ್ ಬಾದರ್ಡ್ ಮಚ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಗಿವ್, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ, ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಸೊ ದಿ ಭಾವ ಈಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಟು ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ಕೋಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಟು ದಿ ಸಭಾ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ವೆರಿ ಗ್ರೇಟ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೃಷ್ಣಮೂರ್ತಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅವರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಚೆನ್ನೈಯಿಂದ. ಐ ರಿಯಲಿ ಅಪ್ರಿಷಿಯೇಟ್ ದೆಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್. ಓಲ್ಡೆಸ್ಟು ಗಾನಸಭಾ, ಪಾರ್ಥಸಾರಥಿ ಗಾನಸಭಾ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಕೇಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಿಡಾನ ಕೃಷ್ಣವರು ಹಾಡಿದ್ದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಶೇಷಣ್ಣವ್ರು ನುಡಿಸಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಶರ್ಮಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಿಗಳು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಖುಷಿ. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಿ. ಪಾರ್ಥಸಾರಥಿ ಗಾನಸಭೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಡಿರೋರು ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಆ ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊಟ್ಟೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಕ್ಬರ್ ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೋ ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ನು ಪುರಂದರದಾಸರ ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊಟ್ಟೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದು 125 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ 1904 ಶರ್ವಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಿಗಳು ತಿರುಕೋಡಕಾವಲು ಕೃಷ್ಣಯ್ಯರೆಲ್ಲ ನುಡಿಸಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಸಭೆಗೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಟೇಷನ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಗಾನ ಸಭಾ ಹೂ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ರೆಂಡರಿಂಗ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಸರ್ವೀಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಾಗಲಿ, ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ದ ನನ್ನ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
What a very inspiring speech. Thank you, sir, for your blessings. I would now request Vidushi Dr. Suma Sudhindra to also inaugurate the festival and say a few words.
ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ RKP ಅವ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಷ್ಟ, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ವಿಷಯನೂ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರು. ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಐ ಎಂಡಾರ್ಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ಆದರೆ ಒಂದು ತುಂಬ ಸಂತೋಷದ ಸಂಗತಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಒಂದು 125 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿರೋವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸಭಾ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಫೆಸ್ಟಿವಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಗೆಸ್ಚರ್ from your organization. On behalf of all the artists, I think it's one of those kind where we can all emulate, and then probably we should be doing, all of us should be doing this, taking music to every city. Music has no boundaries, and you have brought it to Bangalore. Thank you very much for doing that. And Ananyadalli ಮಾಡೋದು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನಾನು just about not even a month back I performed here. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಇಂಟಿಮೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಅಂಥ ಆಡಿಟೋರಿಯಂ ಇದು. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಸೋ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಇಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟು ಟಾಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಶಶಿ, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನೋನ್ ಶಶಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರವಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದೇವರ್ ಕಿಡ್ಸ್. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನೋನ್ ದೆಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸೋ ಲಾಂಗ್. ಶಶಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ that's when he started taking music beyond the Carnatic music boundaries, and now he has reached heights. He has just returned, and I was asking him, he has not even taken a day's break for a jet lag or anything. He landed in Delhi because he called me from Delhi. That's how I know. And I was just looking at his Facebook page. He has gone to Prayagraj, he has gone to Kashi, and he has come here. Fantastic. Great energy. Continue doing this great work. ನಾನು ಮಾತು ಮುಗಿಸೋಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯ, ಕೃಷ್ಣಮೂರ್ತಿ ಸರ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಭಾದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಅನೇಕ ಜನ ಯಂಗ್ಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಯು ಆರ್ giving an opportunity, not only opportunity, they're all fantastic musicians. I just went through the list. They're all performing. So please invite few of them to your Sabha during December. It's good to get our youngsters to come and perform. Please do that. That would be a great encouragement to all the youngsters. I think I would make that request to you on behalf of all the musicians here, because we are all older and we have done all this, but then youngsters need to get these platforms, and it's difficult nowadays because there are so many good musicians all over the country. If you go to Kerala, you see so many good musicians. You go to Andhra, you get so many good musicians. But Shashi and Sudhindra have selected a very beautiful bunch of artists. So please, whenever you get that opportunity, I think you should encourage them. With these few words, thank you once again for inviting me for this beautiful evening. Thank you.
That was again wonderfully put together. We would like to not take much of your time because we also want to enjoy the beautiful concerts. So sincere thanks to Vidwan R.K. Padmanabha sir and Vidushi Suma Sudhindra ji, not only for being in the inaugural function but also accepting our invitation to perform. Let me put together one thing. Like Padmanabha ji said, the minute we asked all of them, not a single musician asked, how much will you pay? This is very, very rare, because today, that is the first thing, every artist speaks across the world, and it has become such a different thing. Whenever I call, they have all shown so much of love and affection and have, come together to do this. But Krishnamurti sir already told, even before your request, that no, you put it here, but we should bring them all to Chennai. So he has already told that. 125th year, yes, they are already there, known in Bangalore, but we should call them in Chennai. make all this, not only the youngsters, but also all of you, the senior artists should come and perform for us there in Chennai. And that will be a big step, that we should integrate all states and all the music, as you all rightly put together, has no barrier. And it's wonderful that it will be a great thing that you all come and perform this year in our festivals there. Of course, about Parthasarathy Swami Sabha's initiative, this is put together in a very short time. So, in fact, Krishnamurthy sir has been doing that Bharat Nritya Utsavam in Chennai, and the daily dance festival is happening. He can't even come out of that. It's happening for almost 75 days. So I told in short notice, he told, why don't we take more time and do it in a grand way? I said, we will start it now. We will also do one more grand festival later. But I did not even give him time for this festival or give artists much time, because I was sitting in US and I was supposed to perform here in Bangalore. Tomorrow, I was supposed to perform in one of the venues, but I thought this is a good time. Before I again leave for US, I should do this, and I immediately requested Raghavendra ji. He is again one person who's the absolutely unassuming, total service to music. The minute I asked him, he said, if the dates are free, it is yours. Please come and do it. Again, nothing, no formal this thing, anything. I just called him once and he agreed. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks also to all the Rasikas who are here. Of course, we have Ram Prasad ji and all the Vidwans. Every single Vidwans and Vidushis who have accepted to perform. Sincere and honest thanks to each one of you. These are all going to be short recitals. We know we want to listen to all of them for 3 hours, but we will make that also happen. But this is short thematic performances, only for a duration of 50 minutes to 55 minutes. But the taste of this is like a national program in All India Radio, which used to be there, very short performances. We are going to experience the bliss of that. And again, thanks to Swati team who have come all the way from Chennai to cover this event. Sincere thanks to them. Thank you all. Enjoy all the concerts in the 3 days. We would like to thank all the committee members of Sri Parthasarathy Swami Sabha who are here. Actually, it is very difficult for them to come from there, because as such, the festival is happening there now, and that is a very huge festival every single day. But each one of them have come there. Yes, Bangalore weather compared to Chennai is definitely cool, but not the same Bangalore weather that I saw when I grew up in the same city, which was so pleasant. Okay, anyways, it is wonderful to be here in the Garden City. Let's enjoy wonderful music. And over to the inaugural concert. Today is going to be wonderful concerts. First starting with Dr. Suma Sudhindra, then we have the pleasure of hearing Vidwan R.K. Padmanabha. That will be followed by Bangalore Brothers. I'll not take much more of your time. Sit back and enjoy all the concerts. But while the artists are setting up, there is some coffee for all of you. You can, help yourselves to some coffee and biscuits.